No, it's okay. Check, check. There you go.
Golden Eagle Soccer is on the air. Live from Jesse Owens Track on the campus of Cal State LA. Tonight, the Cal State LA Golden Eagles take on the Cal Poly Pomona Broncos in a CCAA doubleheader. Michael Nemitz here with you. Happy to be with you on this Thursday evening as Cal State LA takes on Cal Poly Pomona in two big, huge games here as they're fighting for first place in both these games. The men will get started around 7 p.m., but the women are out there first. We are already about to get underway. So let me quickly tell you about this one, and then we'll get started here. Well, Cal State LA saw their season opening unbeaten streak and their hold on first place slip through their fingers in agonizing fashion on Sunday against Cal Poly Humboldt. Somehow the Golden Eagles suffered a 1-0 loss, their first loss this year and their first conference loss since October 21st of 2022 versus Stanislaus State. They looked like they had scored the game-winning goal with under 3 minutes left when they had two shots from less than a yard from goal that were somehow kept out by Jack's keeper Carson Thompson-Terrell. A minute later, a header from the edge of the box by Jack's player Frida Dunn Ariano tucked just inside the top far corner of the net for the game winner. This despite Cal State LA dominating the stats and really making a push to score throughout the second half. The loss negated a very impressive 2-0 win over Sonoma State on Friday and ended Cal State LA's 9-match unbeaten streak and dropped them into second place, 1 point behind tonight's opponent. The good news is that everything is still out in front of them. A win tonight would vault them back into first place and allow them to control their own destiny for winning the CCAA regular season title. But that will be very difficult against an opponent that has looked like one of the very best teams in the country this season and has the national ranking to prove it. As we're about ready to get this underway, as for Cal Poly Pomona, they won their first ever CCAA regular season title last year, and with a veteran roster and almost every starter back from last year returning, Broncos are looking to accomplish much, much more this season. They're 10-0-1, ranked number 2 in the country, and they've already defeated defending national champion and at the time the number 1 team in the nation, Point Loma, as we were underway. They're one of 4 teams the Broncos defeated in non-conference play that Cal State LA also played against. Cal Poly Pomona wins matches with an up-tempo, high-powered offense that has scored 30 goals. To put that in perspective, how much better the Broncos' offense has been than the rest of the conference, Cal State LA's tied for second in goals scored with 16. Broncos have tons of talent on their roster, 7 all-conference and 4 all-region players returning from last year, along with transfers like Vanessa Cruz, who's already among country's top goal scorers with 9. In other words, Cal State LA's defense will be tested tonight, unlike it will be tested in any other match this season. Last year, after winning the regular season title and losing in the conference tournament title, the Broncos were incredibly left out of the NCAA tournament. This season, though, not only does it look like they're a shoo-in to make the NCAA tournament, they could likely be hosting it in just over a month. As we're just underway here, first minute of action, Cal State LA in their gray uniforms with dark numbers, Cal Poly Pomona in their two-toned uniforms, green and gold, with gold numbers and green pants. As this one sent down the near side. Get you the starting lineups here in a second for both sides as this one crossed in and cleared away by Cal State LA. As now making a push is Destiny Madano, but she couldn't hold on possession. And now the Broncos get to Oprah on the near side. One-on-one. Oprah, a nice move, sends it toward goal, but she lost her balance, and it's easily handled by Tasia Paupau. In goal for the Broncos, number 0, Bella Hara, 5'7" senior from San Diego. Hara, .73 goals against average and a .758 save percentage. She has 6 shutouts this season. She was all CCA last year. On the back line, number 9, Bella Anderson, 5'5" senior from Clovis, along with number 12, Giselle Samayoa, 5'3" junior from Long Beach, and number 23, Liberty Ortiz, 5'7" junior from Chino Hills. In the midfield for the Broncos, just 2 midfielders. Number 4, Lavinia Vaipulu, 5'6" sophomore from Riverside, along with number 37, Auburn Burnett, 5'9" senior from Placentia. And a lot of forwards, which tells you about their high up-tempo offense for the Broncos. They have number 5, Anna Shellpepper, 5'3" junior from Golden, Colorado, along with number 6, Tara Oper, 5'10" senior from Riverside. As the Golden Eagles have it, Valdez trying to break through, gets cut off. Also, number 13, Alexis Macias, 5'7" senior from Cudahy, and number 17, Vanessa Cruz, 5'7" junior from Oceanside. Cruz is the one I mentioned, leading the conference, and she's 9th in the country in goals with 9 scored this year. She is the most impressive of the newcomers. She also has 19 points, which is 13th in the nation. She's the reigning CCAA Offensive Player of the Week. And the other forward, number 19, Kiara Darkangelo, 5'7" freshman from Saratoga. As that one, a stoppage there. And someone is down for Cal State LA, so the trainer having to come out here and look and see to tend to the injured player. So the Golden Eagles certainly not wanting to see that in the early going, as it's player down. I think it is Jacqueline Orozco that's down, and they're checking on her. Didn't see what happened, but hopefully she's up quickly, so hopefully she's okay. As Jay Mason, the head coach of the Golden Eagles in his ninth year, of the Broncos, his ninth year record of 70, 47, and 22. Dan Richards, Emily Tomnovich, and Andy Gutierrez are his assistants. So it looks like she's okay. She's getting back into play here, so that's good to see. As play stopped with just under 3 minutes played in this first half. So it looks like a free kick for the Broncos. As quickly, though, Camila Juarez will come in, so maybe she's not okay. As looks like she's going to come out and Juarez will come in. So they want to make sure she's okay here. As that's tough, one of the backline players. It's interesting because Orozco in the last match actually had a streak broken. She was sat out 1 minute, played 89 minutes, and that broke a streak of 6 straight matches playing the full 90 minutes. Most of the backline for Cal State LA has a streak of playing all 90 minutes. Destiny Madonna's played in all 90 minutes in 7 straight matches, and Brianna Valdez has in 5 straight matches. So the back line staying intact for Cal State LA, but Orozco over there on the sideline maybe waiting for the okay to come back in, as the Broncos will get a free kick here. Getting Cal State LA's lineup in goal, of course, number 1, Tasia Paupau, 5'11" senior from Oceanside. Of course, Paupau, 2 saves against Cal Poly Humboldt. She allowed only her 6th goal all year. That a goal she allowed. She does lead the conference still, though, in goals against average and save percentage. On the back line, number 2, of course, Brianna Valdez, I mentioned, 5'3" senior from Diamond Bar, along with number 5, Destiny Madonna, 5'6" senior from Oceanside. And, of course, we just saw number 17, Jacqueline Orozco, 5'6" senior from Ontario, along with number 22, Giselle Uribe, 5'5" graduate student from Clovis. As Valdez, 1-on-3, has nowhere to go, send it back to Ortiz. Ortiz looking to try and send it in, can't find anyone in the box, and it'll be sent back. In the midfield for the Golden Eagles, of course, same lineup as usual. For Eric Garcia, number 10, Shelby Maylene, 5'8" senior from Pasadena, along with number 11, Itzel Carbajal, 5'3" sophomore from Anaheim, and number 13, Jasmine Ortiz, 5'2" senior from Wilmington. And you have number 33, Presley Dillon, getting the start for Cal State LA. So Dillon, the 5'9" senior from Fullerton, getting the start. She was coming off the bench last couple games, but back in the starting lineup. And the 2 forwards for Cal State LA, number 3, Liliana Gonzalez, of course, the 5'2" senior from Sun Valley, along with number 24, Syra Valdez, 5'1" junior from Corona. Eric Garcia, in his 6th year, record of 52, 30, and 28 now, with Hannah Bolton, Shannon Cross, and Ramon Maylene, his assistants. This one down the field, but easily handled and cleared away by Paupau. Of course, Eric Garcia does have a slight connection to Cal Poly Pomona. Among his many stops before he came to Cal State LA, he was actually the interim head coach for the Cal Poly Pomona men's team way back in 2012 for 1 season. So he had that job before he came to Cal State LA as an assistant. So some connection there, as this one will be cleared away. Of course, these teams have met quite a bit the last couple seasons. Back 2 seasons ago, they met 3 times. As this one up ahead, Broncos have it. And this one on the far side, chipped toward goal and on top and over the goal. I believe that might have been Oprah with the shot there that got over the net and well over Paupau. So now looks like Orozco will come back in. So she's been cleared to come back in. Good news. And so sitting down will be Juarez. So this will be a goal kick here for Paupau. So anyway, when the teams met last year, by the way, they had a 0-0 draw on October 12th in Pomona. That was their only meeting last year. But as I said, 2 years ago, they met 3 times. And Cal State LA actually won 2 of those games. Of the times they met, they won 1-0 here in the regular season. Then they tied 0-0 as well in Pomona. And the Golden Eagles actually won 2-0 in the first round of the CCAA tournament. In fact, that was kind of weird that they played twice in 4 days that year. They played the regular season finale October 27th, and then they played right here in the first round of the conference tournament on October 30th. That's when Cal State LA beat them in the first round of the conference tournament 2-0. And, of course, the Golden Eagles making it to the NCAA tournament that year after they, I believe, lost in the semifinals of that tournament after beating Cal Poly Pomona here. As this one, cleared out and a foul called. Hard collision as, Valdez went down hard as she was shouldered down by Vanessa Cruz. So Cruz, much bigger size-wise, 5'7" on Valdez there, 5'3", shouldered her down. And now free kick for Cal State LA. Modano will wait for her teammates to get downfield before she puts this one back in play. As this one's sent down. And now nice touch there as trying to run it down is Valdez. One-on-one, but she can't get around Shell Pepper, who does a very nice job clearing that back away. And a foul called, so a free kick for Cal State LA. So just under 38 minutes remaining in this first half, still 0-0 between Cal State LA and Cal Poly Pomona. As a free kick being taken here by Presley Dillon. So, I mentioned pretty incredible the way the stats favored Cal State LA in that Cal Poly Humboldt match. They somehow were not able to get a goal in that second half. This one all the way through goes directly out for a goal kick. In that match, the Golden Eagles had a 19-4 edge in shots, 12-3 in the second half. And in fact, they had a 6-3 edge in shots on goal. So in the second half, they really peppered the keeper for the Jacks, Carson Thompson Terrell. But she was up to the task every time. And Golden Eagles had a 6-3 edge in shots on goal and a 9-3 edge in corner kicks. In fact, they had a 6-1 edge in the second half in corner kicks. And both teams had committed 7 fouls in that match. But as I said, Cal State looked like they had the game winner with under 3 minutes left with 2 chances right on the goal line that Thompson Terrell was able to keep out somehow. And after that heartbreaker, then the Jacks came down about a minute later and got that incredible header from the edge of the box that tucked into the top far post for the game winner from Duran Ariano for the winner for Cal Poly Humboldt. Of course, that broke the Golden Eagles' 9-match unbeaten streak to start the season. Cal State LA now coming in 6-1-3 on the season, 3-1 in conference with 9 points. Cal Poly Pomona 10-0-1 on the season, 3-0-1 conference play with 10 points, just a point ahead of Cal State LA. This match critical for Cal State LA to at least get a result out of, because not only are they just a point behind the Broncos, they're only 2 points ahead of a couple teams, Cal State Dominguez Hills and Cal State San Bernardino, who they will see on Sunday. In fact, those 2 teams are playing each other tonight. So that's interesting because one of those teams very well could move ahead of Cal State LA if they're not at least able to get a draw tonight, as Dominguez Hills playing at home, I believe, against Cal State San Bernardino. And then the Golden Eagles, of course, playing Cal State San Bernardino on Sunday. And obviously Cal Poly Pomona will host Cal State Dominguez Hills on Sunday in their second match of the weekend as well, as this one played down. Of course, the Golden Eagles can go into first place, as I mentioned in the open. They could control their own destiny all the way to the end, even though we're not even halfway through the conference until after tonight. Still 6 matches to go after tonight's match. But Cal State LA can jump into first place if they can get a win. Of course, playing this number 2 team in the country. Interesting, you're going to see 2 number 2 teams in the country tonight with the Cal Poly Pomona women and then the Cal State LA men in match number 2, also number 2 ranked in the country. As Cal Poly Pomona has been, as I said, a powerhouse. They defeated Point Loma at the beginning of this season, the defending national champion, at that time number 1 team in the country. The other teams, by the way, they defeated, the Cal State LA has also played. They had a 1-0 win over Vanguard and a 2-0 win over Biola, both at home, but they had a 5-1 win at Westmont. As this one sent through and out. Cal State LA, by the way, had that 4-2 win over Westmont and beat Vanguard 1-0, but they had a draw against Biola on the road 1-1, and of course had that draw here against Point Loma 1-1. That was right after Cal Poly Pomona had beat them earlier that week. That's when Point Loma lost that number 1 ranking, having the loss to Cal Poly Pomona and the draw against Cal State LA. Point Loma, in fact, is, I believe, number 24 in the country. They're just ranked. As this one sent down, Golden Eagles with a turnover from well outside the box, though. That's set well wide. Ambitious attempt there, but not near a goal. As Liliana Gonzalez, trying to get her offense going there, sent that one well wide. And be a goal kick here for Hara for Cal Poly Pomona. As this one's sent down. But anyway, the Golden Eagles with that result, the tie against Point Loma, along with the draw against Hawaii Hilo, who's number 19 in the nation this week, bodes very well for the Golden Eagles and their postseason chances. They did very well in non-conference play against a very difficult non-conference schedule. So that'll really help them at the end of the year. It should once again, like it has in 2021 and 2019, where it really helped them get in the postseason. As this one's sent down, and a throw in there for Cal Poly Pomona on the far side. Of course, the Golden Eagles getting a result today against the number 2 ranked team in the country would really go a long ways to helping their prospects later on, regardless what they do in the CCAA conference tournament, assuming they do get there, which this year, by the way, is at Cal Poly Humboldt for the first time ever, semifinals and finals, after the first round matches are at campus sites. Of course, the Golden Eagles have hosted those first round games here the last couple seasons, as only the top 2 seeds get that bye into the semifinals. Cal State LA trying to finally get one of those byes, as they've had to play here the past couple seasons. Cal Poly Pomona, as I said in the open, really hard to believe. They won the regular season last year, lost in the championship match to Cal State San Marcos, and missed the NCAA tournament, got left out. Incredible. Despite an 11-5-3 record last year, they were 8-2-1 in conference. I guess their non-conference schedule, though, wasn't enough to get them in. And they got a small measure of revenge this past weekend as they defeated Cal State San Marcos in the match, their past match, 2-0. That was at San Marcos, so a very impressive win there against one of the other top teams in the conference. As this one played out, and he'll go for a corner kick. So that's mishandled by Cal Poly Pomona back line there. And that'll give Cal State LA an opportunity, their first corner kick. So let's see if Maylene, I believe, will take it. As going over the corner, let's see maybe as the players line up. So now this one sent through. Header by Dylan right toward goal, and it's grabbed by Hara. So Dylan got a piece of that, but just not enough of it to get much on it. And the that one able to be grabbed. So that one, the first shot on goal for Cal State LA. Each team with a shot on goal now. Each team with 2 shots each. And Cal State LA with the only corner kick so far, as this one played down by the Broncos. Nice job there by Modano to step in and intercept it. And now Ortiz will reverse field over the far side as we're just over a half hour remaining in this first half, still 0-0 between Cal State LA and Cal Poly Pomona. Is that a miscommunication? But going back to get it on the far side, Golden Eagles, I believe Uribe sending that down. Now Ortiz had to go by her. And the Broncos and Oper will try to get back up to midfield. As now Cal Poly Pomona. So Cal State LA has done a good job so far, kind of having the game slow down, not having the Broncos really crank up that up-tempo offense they've wanted to play. And it's benefited the Golden Eagles so far, as Cal Poly Pomona not really a big chance yet. And you really got to watch that with their offense. As I said, their offense has been incredible this year. Not only have they scored 30 goals, which is 14 more than anyone else in the conference, but they've had a good defense as well. This one sent down. Now Ortiz will get it. Nice touch pass and a nice fake. Now over to the far side, Presley Dillon. Dillon looking across, one-on-one. Has nowhere to go and gets it knocked away nicely there by the back line of the Broncos. So I think that was Oper again that got that one and made sure that Dillon had no room. So Dillon with that throw-in, we've seen her put this right into the box. And she may do that again. As this one thrown directly into the box. Ortiz tried to get to it, but it was headed by the Broncos out for a corner kick. So that one headed away and out of play by Samayoa. Samayoa, who actually played for the Guatemalan national team recently, out there for the Broncos. So it looks like Maylene once again will take the second corner kick for Cal State LA. As she sends this one high, wide to the far end of goal, and that one deflected. Ortiz couldn't get to that, went off of her shoulder, and out of play for a throw-in for Cal State LA. So the Golden Eagles with good pressure here in their offensive side of the field, nearly going. So this is definitely a very good start for the Golden Eagles, as they've seemed to have the upper hand so far against the Broncos. This one into the box all the way in, tipped around, and finally cleared away. That one cleared away by Darkangelo, as number 19, Kiara Darkangelo. As this one I play for another throw-in for Cal State LA. As this one again thrown directly in by Dillon, headed by Ortiz, but she couldn't get it to her teammate and sent outside the box. So now the Golden Eagles will just have to regroup under pressure and get it back to midfield, and Valdez will have to send it down. Now the Broncos are trying to push things their way, as now they get a counterattack here. Chance up ahead. Oprah making a nice run on the far side. One-on-one sends it through, but Cal State LA is there in plenty of time. Clear it away and out of play for a throw-in. So this one quickly put back in. As I said, this Broncos offense is really something. They have 14 more goals than anyone else in the conference. Cal State LA is actually tied for second with 16 goals. I've talked about how improved their offense is this year, and really it's how it's been the key to their great success. But, boy, compared to the Broncos, you really have to take another look, as Cal Poly Pomona has a plus 22 goal differential as well, and they only allow 8 goals, so their defense is very good and very solid. Cal State LA, by the way, is second in the conference in goal differential, plus 10. So they've got a very good goal differential as well. They've only allowed, obviously, 6 goals this year. Of course, part of that Broncos surge, they had a 6-goal game against Colorado State Pueblo and a 5-goal game against Westmont, I mentioned. And just as impressive, they scored 2 goals against Cal State Monterey Bay. The reason why I say that's impressive is because Cal State Monterey Bay has only allowed 5 goals all season, and 2 of them were to the Broncos. Problem for the Broncos on that day is they allowed 2 goals and had a 2-2 draw. That was their only blemish of the season, that 2-2 draw after they started 8-0. Maybe what affected the Broncos, funny enough, is that was their senior day. So perhaps the senior day maybe got them. We saw that here with Cal State LA on Sunday. They had their senior day and then had that frustrating loss to Cal Poly Humboldt. So I guess it's something about senior day. Tough to play on those days. And it had a negative effect on both Cal State LA and Cal Poly Pomona this season, as the Broncos had their senior day really early at the beginning of conference play, even earlier than Cal State LA did, as that one had to play for a throw-in. Couple subs coming in for the Golden Eagles. Looks like Andrea Hernandez and Mia Del Muro. So Del Muro, 5'3" sophomore from West Covina, and Hernandez, 5'4" senior from Inglewood. First subs coming in for Cal State LA. Of course, one player the Golden Eagles, boy, if she can't play, they're really going to miss her, is Delia Bocanegra. She got hurt toward the end of that last game on Sunday, and if she can't play today, that's a huge loss for Cal State LA's offense, as she's the leading scorer on the year for the Golden Eagles, but we'll see as this match goes along. But she pulled up with a hamstring problem, but that's a tough loss for Cal State LA's offense if she can't go today. We'll see. But anyway, throw in here for Cal State LA. As this one put down the field. As that one by Ortiz. 50-50 ball. Now the Golden Eagles get it. As Hernandez just in the match tries to get to Del Muro. But that goes out for a throw, and good pressure by Del Muro to force that turnover for Cal State LA. So a couple more players warming up, so we should see a few more subs coming in. There's just over 24 minutes remaining in this first half. Still 0-0 between Cal State LA and Cal Poly Pomona in this showdown for first place in the conference. One of two showdowns here tonight at Jesse Owens Track. The only scheduled meeting between these two squads this season, but of course it may very well not be the only time these teams play this year. As we've seen 2 years ago, there's the conference tournament and even the NCAA tournament. You never know. These teams may see each other again. As I said, right now the way Cal Poly Pomona is playing, as Dylan with a long throw into the box, they could be in line to host a regional the way it's going. But we'll see. There's a lot of season left. As this one down and out of play for a throw-in for Cal State LA. Of course, the only team ahead of Cal Poly Pomona in the national rankings is Colorado School of Mines, a team from the South Central region. They're the number 1 team in the country, Cal Poly Pomona number 2. And then you, of course, have other teams in the West region I mentioned earlier, like Hawaii Hilo and Point Loma in the top 25 as well. 2 teams Cal State LA has already seen this season. As this one thrown in and headed away. So now that one chipped. And Madonna tried to get it Dylan as that one played out for a throw-in for Cal State LA. So this is the best start in program history for Cal Poly Pomona, obviously, and they're trying to build on it. Don't think they'll get to their all-time program record, although you never know. 17 wins they had back, I believe, in 1999. They could still get to it. There's a chance. But they would have to have quite a finish to the season to do that. Perhaps they could. As that one, fly ball there by Valdez, easily grabbed by Hara. So now the Broncos. Of course, if the Broncos win out this season, they could almost get to that mark, as they've got some tough conference matches themselves still to go, though. As this one, 50-50 ball, headed down. And now that one played away. Of course, they got 2 tough matches coming up, come right to mind. Playing Cal State Dominguez Hills on Sunday is not easy. And then playing Cal State San Bernardino, they will play at the end of the season. I believe that one might be at home, but that's not an easy match either in conference play. As this one, Valdez from outside the box slipped when she shot it and didn't get much on it, as it's easily grabbed by Hara. They will play Cal State San Bernardino at home at the end of the season, as they played the Coyotes in non-conference play on the road, won 2-0. As this one cleared away, 2 more subs. Coming in for Cal State LA, it looks like Peyton Mize, 5'6" sophomore from Lakewood, along with number 14, Sofia Orozco, 5'4" junior from Santa Barbara, will come in for the Golden Eagles here shortly, with just over 20 minutes remaining in this first half. Nice knockdown there by Gonzalez, gets over on the far side. Chance for Del Muro, but she runs in through the defender and has nowhere to go. So, boy, a brick wall there put up by the Broncos back line, and that stops the chances. Now Cal State LA gets another turnover. Gonzalez well outside the box, chips it, and just chips it over goal. So, again, Gonzalez trying to take matters into her own hands as she chips that one over goal and out of play for a goal kick as the subs come in. Boy, one player for Cal State LA as this one out of play now for a throw-in. Not in the starting lineup. Not sure if she's totally healthy, is Raina Roman. She's someone who started all year for the Golden Eagles. And obviously she's had a lot of trouble lately. After a great start, she had 3 goals. So, boy, with Golden Eagles not having Bocanegra or Roman right now, that's really tough. So Cal State LA missing a good chunk of their offense here, but they're still playing very well in this first half, as still 0-0. And they've had the better of the chances so far, and they've had more of the possession time, certainly. The Broncos' high-powered offense has really not gotten going at all yet in this first half. Cal State LA has done a great job of keeping the ball away from them, as that went out for a throw-in with just under 20 minutes remaining in this first half. Cal State LA with a 4-2 edge in shots, 2-1 shots on goal, and they have only 2 corner kicks. Fouls are 3 for the Broncos, 1 for Cal State LA. And 1 save so far for Pau Pau, 2 saves for Hara. As this one down the field, now the Broncos looking to challenge here, but Cal State LA steps right up there. Nice job to get that one away by Uribe. And now on the far side, Orozco looking to clear it down the field, sends it toward Ortiz, a little too far for her. And that'll go back to Cal Poly Pomona, but that's okay. Good job by the back line of Cal State LA stepping up. as I mentioned a little while ago, Cal State LA's back line has been intact for most of the season, most of these games. They have not come off the field, and it figures they will not come off the field today. As now the Broncos are going to make their first subs, and they're going to make a bunch of them. Looks like number 3, Angelina Rivas, 5'5" junior from Huntington Beach, along with number 4, Bria Smith, 5'5" junior from Murrieta. Also, you have number 15, Chloe Green, 5'4" junior from Yorba Linda, along with number 32, Jacqueline Cuevas, 5'5" senior from San Diego, all coming in at once for the Broncos. So the Broncos waiting for the opportunity for the throw-in here after the subs come into play. As we're just under 18.5 minutes remaining in this first half. So the Broncos throw it in here. As this one played back toward the middle, and Shell Pepper. Now pressure being put on there. Good job by Presley Dillon. But it's still a throw in for the Broncos right in front of their bench. As Jay Mason looks on, arms folded with his assistant coaches over there watching his squad. I don't think he's too happy with how his team is playing right now, as they have not been able to get that offense going at all. Keep in mind, with that incredible offense, the Broncos have not been shut out this season. In fact, they only scored 1 goal in 2 games, the win against Point Loma and the win against Vanguard in their season opener. Otherwise, they've scored multiple goals in every game this season, and they've scored 3 or more goals 4 times this season. So it is some offense that Cal State LA is holding in check right now. And you just have to, if you're a Golden Eagle fan, hope that continues, as this Cal Poly Pomona offense can break out at any point. As Valdez does a nice job keeping away from Oprah, players go down. The official says play on. And so a lot of contact let go there, as this one will be played back. And now Vaipulo will send it down. As this cleared down the field for the Broncos. Now headed down nicely by Cal State LA. Hernandez getting away from her defender. Golden Eagles doing a really good job of winning most of the 50-50 balls in this first half. They have certainly won the possession game and taken away those 50-50 chances, as another one there, but the Broncos do get it back. This one played back, and now Cal Poly Pomona will settle things down. Of course, I mentioned how big this match is as a swing game for Cal State LA, much more so than the Broncos have that 1-point lead. Golden Eagles with a win would go into first place for certain with 12 points. With a loss, though, they would probably fall to third, as they could fall behind the winner of the Cal State Dominguez Hills Cal State San Bernardino match going on right now. I will get you those scores at halftime. One of those matches already went final this afternoon. Cal State San Marcos had a 0-0 draw, I believe, with Cal State Monterey Bay. So Cal State San Marcos up to 7 points now. They are even with Cal State Dominguez Hills and Cal State San Bernardino. That's a bit of a break for Cal State LA, in fact, because Cal State San Marcos and Cal State Monterey Bay could have tied the Golden Eagles if Cal State LA would have lost today. But now with that draw, that cannot happen. So the Golden Eagles, no matter what, will remain ahead of those two teams going into Sunday. As this one on the far side, of course, it's still early to talk about standings, but the time goes quickly, as we're already, as I said, just about halfway through conference play. Just a couple of weeks left in the regular season, as the final games will be the first weekend in November. As this one played, and that one is grabbed. And actually, it'll be on a Thursday, November 7th, when the Golden Eagles play at Cal State Dominguez Hills. Of course, Cal State LA plays their last 3 matches of the season, regular season, on the road. Their last 2 home matches after today will be a week from Friday, October 25th against Cal State East Bay at 4:30, and then their last regular season home game, a very tough one, October 27th at 11:30 in the morning against Cal State San Marcos, before they go on that very difficult 3-game road trip. Boy, when the season started, that 3-game road trip didn't look as difficult as it does now, but you look at how well Cal State Monterey Bay is playing. They tied this Cal Poly Pomona team, and how well San Francisco State, well, San Francisco State's struggling, but Cal State Dominguez Hills is also playing really well. They've really improved under their first-year coach and former Cal State LA assistant. Not surprised there, as that one played down. as I said, they would improve as the season goes on, and they have. Toros at 7 points. So that'll be a very difficult game for Cal State LA as well, against a coach who knows them very well. So that's going to be a tough finish to the regular season for the Golden Eagles. So they're going to have to rack up points at home as much as they can as they're in this stretch of 5 out of 6 here at home. It's a nice through ball there, and just went by Del Muro. Very nice through ball by Orozco, and just a little too much on it for Del Muro to catch up to it, or she would have had a great shot on goal. So that was a tough break, as it looked like a nice through ball from Orozco, just a little too much on it, as we're under 14 minutes to go in this first half, still 0-0. But Cal State LA with this stretch of 5 out of 6 here at home, that loss certainly setting them back on Sunday, but trying to counter it with a huge, what would be a humongous win today, and trying to do, of course, what no other team has done this year, beat the Broncos, as this one sent back, and now Cal Poly Pomona will settle it down with Bella Anderson over towards Shell Pepper, and they will just play this one over and play it up into their offensive end, looking to build their attack. Now nice touch there forward, but Cal State LA there to intercept. Great defense again. Several more subs getting ready to come in for the Golden Eagles. Looks like Alejandro Andalone will come in along with Yochebed William Mensa. And a couple others getting ready to check it as well. As this one played down toward Sophia Orozco, but couldn't be gotten there, as now both teams jousting for it at midfield, and the Broncos able to regain possession. So looks like Camila Juarez will come in now. She came in briefly earlier, so I would think she would maybe come in for Orozco this time. I believe also Natalie Puccio, one of the seniors honored on Sunday. Yeah, 5'8" senior from West Hills. That is her coming in as a foul there on Valdez. So free kick for the Broncos. So that is Puccio coming in. Apologize, on Sunday I was mentioning all the seniors, and the one senior I think I missed and didn't mention was Puccio. So the senior from West Hills, transferred from Long Beach State, where she appeared in 4 matches last season. She also went to Pierce College, where she was there 2 years. Was the most valuable player of the team both years, and from El Camino High School. So a free kick here for Cal Poly Pomona. As this one sent well down the field. 50-50 ball, and Ortiz does a nice job heading that out of danger and out of play. So Puccio will be coming in along with the other players for Cal State LA here momentarily. Now they are going to come in, as will number 21, Georgia Rink, 5'10" sophomore from Brisbane, Australia. So an international flavor here to the Broncos roster, as most of their players are from Southern California, as you'd figure. But you have a few players, a couple from Las Vegas, or pardon me, from Nevada. And then you have a Rink from Australia. So now the subs come in, as this one in the box, headed away and wide of goal for the goal kick. So again, I think that might have been Oprah with the chance, but couldn't get it nearly directed toward goal. So again, the Broncos don't get much there. Shots are 4-3 in favor of the Golden Eagles. Shots on goal now are 2 each. And Cal Poly Pomona still does not have a corner kick. They're one of the conference leaders in corner kicks among many other categories. So this is a slow defensive first half, and that certainly favors Cal State LA. As this one, the Broncos certainly, I'm sure, at halftime, if they don't score here, Jay Mason's going to talk to his team about doing everything they can to up the tempo and make Cal State LA uncomfortable and out of their comfort zone with more of a offensive flow, as this game's been a defensive flow with a lot of good defending by both back lines. Of course, the Broncos have an excellent defense, as I said, allowing only 8 goals themselves this year, as William Mensa with it, gets it back. Now trying to make a move, making a move. Del Muro with the cross into Mensa, and that one just cleared away. Peyton Mize had it go by her foot. And now this one chipped forward as back and forth they go. And now Cal State LA will play it in the back line with under 9 minutes remaining in this first half. They will slowly build their attack forward. Looking for ball down the field. They can't get it there. As now playing it down, that one is a foul and a free kick for the Broncos. So it'll be a free kick for the Broncos with 8.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Still 0-0. As this one played to up to midfield. Now the Broncos on the far side looking to get this one down the field. William Mensah in pursuit there. As Dark Angelo, I believe, had it for a second. Now the Broncos will play it back. And now they'll just play it all the way back to Bella Anderson, so they're not going to take any chances here. As Cal State LA sits back in their defensive posture. As now Anderson gets it once again. Cal State LA with, 4 in the midfield and 4 in the back line. In fact, 5 in the back line. So Cal State LA really sitting back here, preventing the Broncos from getting anything forward. As that headed away. So now once again Anderson with it. As she plays catch in the back line. Now one-on-one on the far side. Broncos get to the middle, and Smith. Smith touches it. Nice move there. And this one chipped from outside the goal. And that's, nice grab by Pau Pau on the shot there by Samayoa. That was some grab with one hand. She reached up with the right hand and just snared it before it could go out of play. So it was going to go wide, but she didn't take any chances there. As that was a nice one-handed grab. You don't see a goalie make that kind of save very often. As that one down. And now headed down, Cal State LA trying to keep possession. Now Presley Dillon chips it ahead. And that one goes off a couple of players out of play as Hernandez had to go off for her last. So that'll be a throw-in for the Broncos. As this one now played it back. Pressure by Cal State LA as it'll just be sent back by Samayoa. And now the Broncos again looking to build their attack. As Cal State LA just sitting back defensively. They're glad just to let the Broncos pass it around the back line. They're not going to pressure here. And this one's sent over. Of course, as I mentioned, these two teams played to a 0-0 draw last year. So far, this match having the look of that. As we'll see if either offense can get going here at the end of the first half or as we go toward the second half. As now the Broncos slowly building their way up the field. Now on the far side, looking for a cross. Can't find one. Now they do get it in finally, but it's knocked away. Nice job there by the Golden Eagles. I believe that might have been Modano. Knocked that away and out of play for a throw-in. As another sub coming in will be, looks like Jacqueline Marine, the 5-foot junior from Los Angeles, will come into the match. So a rare appearance for her as she'll get the last couple minutes of the first half. As that one's sent to the near side, having to chase it down is Samayoa. Now Anderson gets it to the middle. Here come the Broncos once again. As in pursuit, William Mensah, and that one cleared away nicely by Dillon for a throw-in. So now Samayoa will throw it in quickly for Cal Poly Pomona with under 5 minutes remaining in this first half. Samayoa with the left foot gets it into the box. Chance to our turn and shoot, but no, Broncos player triple team can't find any room at all. Nice defending by Cal State LA. Now an attempt there is off the head of the Golden Eagle defender and it goes back out to midfield. That one just kept in play on the far side. So now this one played back to midfield. And the Broncos, again, a slow go here offensively. They're trying to find something, trying to find a crease or a space. But Cal State LA is closing up everything right now. They're closing up shop defensively and not letting the Broncos into the box at all. This one chipped forward, headed, but a missed header there by Dillon. Now a chance for Oper to send it into the box or across. And that missed clearing attempt there by Juarez. But now on the far side, the Broncos send it in. But now Andrew Hernandez trying to get it. Golden Eagles can't get it out. Now a chance here on the far side. Oper trying to keep it alive. Gets it over. And it'll be gathered by Semioa again. Now Semioa in pursuit. Golden Eagle player in front. That one just cleared away. As that was one of the best chances the Broncos have had in the half. As that chance there, a nice cross. And just cleared away by Cal State LA at the last minute. Be a throw-in for the Broncos with 3 minutes remaining in this first half. So this will be put in on the far side. Now Cal State LA defending one-on-one as that one cleared out. And we'll go up for a corner kick. So that's the first corner kick of the match for the Broncos. So this one put in by the Broncos. So Cuevas will send this one toward goal. And that one headed down, chance for the Broncos, and it's in for a goal as they get the deflection, and it's roofed into the top part of the net, center of the goal. And after all that defense, Cal State LA does give up the first goal. So the Broncos strike first with 2:13 remaining in this first half. 1-0, so tough break there for Cal State LA as that one deflected away in the box. Went right to the player for the Broncos who was able with her left foot there to put it in. So we believe the goal was scored by Liberty Ortiz. And we'll get the assist on that as well. So Ortiz with the goal. That is her second goal of the season, up to 7 points. So that one out of play for a throw-in. As Presley Dillon put it back in play. That one headed toward goal. So Cuevas got the assist on the goal by Ortiz. So for Cuevas, that's her first point of the season as we're under a minute to go in this first half. So that's a devastating goal for the Golden Eagles. Remember, they scored a late goal a couple of matches ago, and that really benefited them against Sonoma State. They scored a goal at the end of the first half, and that really carried them to that 2-0 win. Well, here you hope the opposite doesn't happen, where that goal by the Broncos after Cal State LA outplayed the Broncos in this first half. If that goal doesn't deflate Cal State LA going to the second half, we'll see what kind of resolve this team has, as they're going to have to get their offense going and try to come out with a renewed energy in this second half after they will be trailing now at halftime as the time has run out. So the Broncos, with that late goal by Ortiz, get the 1-0 lead. And Cal State LA, as I said, is going to have to regroup. So we'll see what Eric Garcia does here if he brings back his starting lineup to start this second half. And certainly Jay Mason a lot happier than he was a few minutes ago with how his team performed that first half. I'm sure he's going to talk to them now about being smart and playing more of that defensive style now that they have the lead and trying to keep Cal State LA's offensive chances limited. But we shall see what the teams decide and do come out to start the second half. As for now, I'll take a break. I'll be back in a little while with first half stats, scores of the other matches around the conference, and the beginning of the second half. This is Michael Nemitz here from Jesse Owens Track. Cal State LA trailing Cal Poly Pomona 1-0 here at halftime on Flow Sports. Hello and welcome back to halftime here at Jesse Owens Track, where Cal State LA is trailing number two ranked Cal Poly Pomona 1-0 here at halftime. Michael Nemitz, happy to be here with you this Thursday afternoon/evening as the Golden Eagles are going to have to try and come back here after giving up a late first half goal by Liberty Ortiz. There was a correction on that goal, by the way. One assist was by Jacqueline Cuevas. Another assist was to Angelina Rivas. So Rivas gets her third assist of the year on that goal by Ortiz. And so that put the Broncos up 1-0. Golden Eagles having to try to come back in the second half. Second goal of the year for Ortiz, as it was right in front, and she hammered it into the top of the net. Looking at other scores around the conference, only a couple of women's games going on. I mentioned the one earlier today that finished. Cal State San Marcos and Cal State Monterey Bay finished in a 0-0 draw. So they both now have 7 points on the season. They're 2 points right now behind Cal State LA. The other game going on right now, Cal State San Bernardino has a 1-0 lead over Cal State Dominguez Hills at halftime. So Cal State San Bernardino heading that one. Of course, the Golden Eagles will see the Coyotes on Sunday on the road. Tough match there. But the other matches, by the way, other couple of matches will be later on. Other couple of women's matches going on. A couple of men's matches going on right now. Get you those scores during the men's match at halftime. Looking at the halftime stats, shots ended up favoring the Broncos 6-4. The Broncos ended up with a 4-2 edge in shots on goal. Golden Eagles had a 2-1 edge in corner kicks. Cal State LA called for 4 fouls and only 3 for the Broncos. And 2 saves for Hara, 1 save for Tasia Pau. 3 saves for Tasia Pau. And no cards in that first half. So most of that half, the stats actually favored Cal State LA. So it was really a late push by the Broncos that allowed them to really take over those stats as far as shots and shots on goal are concerned. As I mentioned, this is the final game of this 3-game homestand. Golden Eagles will play on Sunday against Cal State San Bernardino, but we'll be right back here next Friday at 4:30 when the Golden Eagles take on Cal State East Bay for the first of their final 2 home games of the regular season. I'll join you for that one, and then Sunday against Cal State San Marcos, and then Cal State LA finishes with their final 3 games of the regular season on the road. That Cal State San Marcos game, by the way, October 27th at 11:30. As I said, the Broncos go to play Cal State Dominguez Hills at home on Sunday. And they've still got teams like Chico State still play on their schedule, along with Stanislaus State. And then they finish with Cal State San Bernardino at home. So both teams have quite a ways to go in conference play. As the Golden Eagles in the gray uniforms will be going toward the goal on your right now in the second half. Broncos will be going toward the goal on your left as you're watching the live stream. As we're underway here in half number 2. As this one headed back toward midfield. So let's see how Cal State LA comes out to start this second half. If they have some energy to try and get the equalizer. As it looks like they have brought back many of their starters. Start the second half as you would expect. I'm sure Cal Poly Pomona has done the same. As this one, the official is saying play advantage here. As the Broncos have it on the far side. They're pushing it forward. Now looking to center it. I believe that was Rivas who got the assist on the goal. That went out of play, and it goes out for a throw-in for Cal State LA. So nice defending there by Cal State LA to draw that throw-in. So for the Golden Eagles, yeah, most of the starters are back in. Valdez in with Uribe and Ortiz, Carbajal and Shelby Maylene along with Liliana Gonzalez. So that's 6 substitutions for Cal State LA in to start this second half. As this one will go in. Cal State LA will put it in at midfield. Looks like the Broncos then didn't make any subs at halftime, so they will have the same unit that finished the first half out there for them. So they did have a few subs in that half, and they are still out there. As those subs are Rivas along with Smith and Green, along with Rink and Cuevas. So I guess they're still out there to start the second half as the Golden Eagles trying to hold on to possession at the edge of the box. And that one will be cleared downfield. Cal State LA, though, intercepts it. Golden Eagles looking to try and keep the possession here. This on the far side, Presley Dillon making a run, looking across, and that one will go out. And she couldn't handle it, so that'll be a goal kick. As Presley Dillon was looking for a lane there to send a cross in, and just could not find anything. So nice defending there by the Broncos. And it'll be a goal kick for Hara, 5'7" senior from San Diego. So part of this veteran Cal Poly Pomona squad as that one played out. As I said in the open, the Broncos with 4 All-West region players and 7 total All-Conference players back this season on this team. And that's why this team is loaded and why they've had the great season they've had so far. Now this one down the field. Chipped forward. It's off a defender and cleared away. Of course, these two teams have met in many meaningful games in the past in recent years. I mentioned those 3 meetings 2 years ago. Golden Eagles winning in double overtime a couple of years ago to reach the conference tournament, beating Cal Poly Pomona. A very memorable match that was here. Golden Eagles, though, lost to Cal Poly Pomona in the first round of the conference tournament at Cal Poly Pomona in 2019. So these teams have gone back and forth in the postseason. Perhaps they will see each other again before this season's over. This one in the box. Chance here, trying to get a shot off. Can't find a lane now, up outside the box. That shot is blocked. As that one, I believe, might have been a foul call, a free kick. So that might have been Dylan there on the far side looking to turn and try and get a shot off. Couldn't do it. And then the attempt there to center and get a shot off was blocked. As Shelby Maylene will put this one back in play. So now this sent into the box. And now cleared away quickly. So Cal State LA holding on to possession as they play it over to Maylene. Now a chance to intercept it there, but they're tugging on the jersey of Rivas. And they finally get it away as Orozco will play it out of harm's way and play it all the way back to Pow Pow. Just about 5 minutes gone in the second half. Still 1-0 Cal Poly Pomona on the first half goal by Liberty Ortiz. As this one sent down. Ortiz, by the way, one of those 4 All-West Region players for the Broncos from last season, along with Oper and Burnett. As a couple other players like Anderson and Hara were all CCAA last season. As a throw in here for Cal State LA. So it looks like Dylan once again will throw this one directly into the box as players line up in the 6-yard box. This one played a little short. It's head down. Chance here for Cal State LA. It's loose. A chance shot. A goal. It's just wide. As an opportunity there, about 10 yards out near the penalty spot. And just couldn't be converted there. I think Destiny Madano had that chance, and she just missed it wide to the near post. That ball was lying there tantalizingly for a while. Golden Eagles do get a corner kick, though, out of it, so Maylene will take it. But, boy, that's probably the best chance of the match for Cal State LA. Chips it high toward goal. Chance here, headed down and right to Hara, as Ortiz, I think, got a head on that and just sent it down. But Hara was right there. Good anticipation to grab that one. That shot on goal. So Cal State LA getting a little closer here with their offense. As first the chance by Madano, and then that chance there by Ortiz is handled by Hara and sent quickly up to midfield. As that one lost now by Cal State LA. And now sent up ahead, Rivas gets it forward as it rolls up the body of a Bronco player. And now calmly sent over to Georgia Rink. Now Rivas will send it back. Nice hustle by Ortiz. Anticipate that one and get the turnover. Now Ortiz kind of holding on to it too long here. Finally, she gets rid of it. So a sub for the Broncos, early sub here, will be Anna Shellpepper. Shellpepper listed as a forward, but she plays in the back line. And this one sent forward. Opportunity here for Cal State LA, but the pass just a little short. And Valdez couldn't run it down as she actually was past it, as it'll go out for a throw-in for Cal State LA. So again, the Golden Eagles have it on their side, as Dylan once again will go over to put this one directly in the box. So now Dylan looking for the long throw in, gets it in toward goal. Trying to get ahead. They do on the far post, and it's up in the air. Chance here for Cal State LA, and Hara has to punch it away. Now that one chipped and mishit and out of play, unfortunately by Madonna. But boy, Golden Eagles had a golden chance there, as that one was popped up in the air. A couple chances to try to direct it toward goal, but Cal State LA could not get a shot on goal, and it goes out for a throw-in for the Broncos, as now Shell Pepper will come in. The 5'3" junior from Golden, Colorado, will come into the match early here in this second half, just 8 minutes in. So I'm sure Jay Mason already thinking about holding on to that lead, seeing what Cal State LA is doing, as he takes out Georgia Rink, I believe. And now the Broncos looking to a counterattack, catch Cal State LA as they're pushing forward. Now up ahead toward Cuevas. Cuevas also assisted on that goal, as that knocked away nicely. Good to see Ortiz in the middle of everything. She has the ball again. She has been really active here today and had a lot of possession and a lot of good runs up the field. As now Carball makes a nice move. Midfield, Carball keeping the defender away from her, gets it forward, but not enough on it. Not sure who she was trying to get that to, but it'll go out for a throw-in just inside midfield. As this quickly put in by Uribe, and out for yet another throw-in for Cal State LA. So early here in the second half, the Golden Eagles getting the stats back in their favor. Shots are now 7-6 in their favor. Shots on goal still 4-3 in favor of the Broncos. As this one played into the corner. Valdez trying to turn, but she turns and can't hang on to it. And it goes out for a goal kick. Nice defending there by Liberty Ortiz. So Ortiz, the goal scorer, showing off her defense there, keeping Valdez from turning. So Hara will take her time before she puts it back in play. Now up to midfield. Once again, Ortiz there to get it. Gets it off. Now she gets it back. Give and go with Maylene. Now sends it over to Carball. Carball toward the center of the field. Has room there. Gets it now. A nice touch. Sent to the box and just a little too far. She was trying to get it for Presley Dillon, and she just put a little too much on it. It was there, but a little too much on as we're just past 10 minutes gone in this second half. Still 1-0 Cal Poly Pomona. As Cal Poly Pomona keeping their streak going of having a goal in every match this season. Of course, I mentioned the excellence of the Broncos defense. They've had 6 shutouts this season as well. Same as Cal State LA. As the Golden Eagles, with 5 shutouts this year. As this one sent down to Pow Pow, who will easily get that little ground ball and wait to send it back in play, as everybody will move up the pitch. Looks like we have another sub here for the Broncos. It'll be, looks like Tatum Bowers, number 20, 5'6" sophomore from Las Vegas. So that one out of play for a throw-in. Looks like Yochebed William Mensa will come in as well for Cal State LA. So the subs will come in here before we have the throw-in on the far side. So this put back in as the Broncos have it and send it back to their back line, and now do finally send it back to Hara. So now the Golden Eagles put on the pressure here, trying to force the turnover. As that a throw in on the far side for Cal State LA. So 12 minutes gone in this second half. As looks like Dylan again will put this in. Let's see if she can get this one into the box. This is quite a distance here. But she does fire it in there. And now headed down, but that one goes out of play. And it'll go for a corner kick. So it was deflected out. Cal State LA will get their 4th corner kick here. Chance to try and pull even. As it looks like Maylene will take it once again. So Eric Garcia is probably not going to sub here much in the second half, especially with his team behind. He's going to go with his starting unit, try and have the best chance to even this one up. As Maylene high toward goal, again to the far side, but the Broncos right there to head it away. And Cal State LA keeps it. As a nice job there, under pressure to hold on to possession, as that was Uribe hanging on to it. And now Cal State LA will keep it. Dillon tried to send it up ahead, but a miscommunication. That goes out for a throw-in. So again, Cal State LA will hold on to it, their side of the field. So on the far side, Modano looking for someone to throw it into, headed away instead. She gets it right back. Chips it up ahead toward William Mensah. 50-50 ball. Looks like this time the Golden Eagles won't hang on to it as the Broncos chip it ahead. They got a player making a run on the far side, and it settles down nicely for her. That one in the box. Oh, back heel attempt. Couldn't clear it. Now that shot is blocked. So an errant clear attempt there by Ortiz. Now another chance. Goes off a body in the box. So that'll be a corner kick for the Broncos. As now coming in will be Kiara Darkangelo. So Darkangelo will come back in. Just under 31 minutes remaining in the second half. So it looks like coming out will be Abria Smith. So corner kick on the near side for the Broncos. As that one, Rivas takes it into the box. It's cleared away and out by Cal State LA. And now, oh, that one almost a chance there for Uribe to get to that. Couldn't do it. Now the Broncos, oh, players go down. Hard collision there. But Cal State LA manages to get possession away as they played up the field. But it goes out. The pass goes out for a throw-in for the Broncos. So now on the far side, the Broncos throwing it in. As players just standing around, and that one cleared out once again, so things have slowed down, which is a good thing in the first half for Cal State LA, but not so much now with the Golden Eagles trailing 1-0. As another throw-in for the Broncos, Ortiz tries to get to it, but she does affect it, and that one cleared all the way and out of play. So nice job there to get that one away from the intended target. And it'll be yet another throw-in for Cal Poly Pomona. So again, they're keeping it down the far side. Cal State LA intercepting it. And that one cleared out, so the Golden Eagles just clearing the ball out of play. And it is throw-in after throw-in right now. As this one put back in by Samayoa and goes out finally, goes back to Cal State LA as they retain possession. So now down the pitch here, it goes out of play, so that immediately turned back over. So not what you wanted to see. Cal State LA, after finally getting the ball back, give it right back. Now the Broncos can just settle things down and play keep away. As the Golden Eagles have to be in chase mode, as the Broncos will just be content to keep the possession game going. As this one played over to Shell Pepper, who will play it back. And down the field, handled by Rivas. Rivas double team though, and loses it. Foul called, so a free kick. Rivas trying to get it back, commits the foul. This one sent down the field by Maylene. Now headed forward by the Broncos. They get it right back. Rivas chips it down. Orozco will have to get that one, keep away the Broncos player, and she does, as it'll go out for a goal kick. So Roscoe making sure she boxes out the oncoming forward there for Cal Poly Pomona. As Papa will put this back in play to midfield. Immediately turn back over. And now keeping it in nicely. Roscoe on the far side. Now Ortiz. So the Golden Eagles looking to switch positions here as they get it now forward. And that one deflected. And the Broncos get it right back. Down to 27 minutes remaining in the second half. Still 1-0 Cal Poly Pomona on the goal by Liberty Ortiz in the first half. As this one on the near side. And this will be cleared back up to midfield. As the Golden Eagles trying to run it down. Nice run here by Valdez. Trying to put pressure on. But can't get it away. And now Shell Pepper has trouble with it. Has to get it all the way back to Hara. As Uribe was in pursuit there. Also trying to get possession of that. Now the Golden Eagles do have it. Willem Mensa sheds off her defender. She goes down. Official says play on. And now a whistle. So the flag is up, offside flag. So that stops the Golden Eagles threat there. So a free kick here for the Broncos, and Hara will take it. So now she directs traffic. As she sends this back up to midfield. Headed down. But Ortiz couldn't get to that. So, boy, Cal State really did a great job early in this half, having tons of possession and getting chances. But since about the first 6 or 7 minutes, they have not had hardly any possession at all. Cal Poly Pomona has done a great job of hanging onto the ball and keeping it away from Cal State LA. That's all they have to do right now, as the Golden Eagles desperately trying to get it back. As Rivas, and that goes off the arm of Uribe, now deflected back. And Orozco, nice move there. Gets it over. Now passing is deflected and taken away as Samayoa gets it over. And now that one's sent toward the box. Chance here, but the Broncos play it back as Rivas chips that way over goal and out of play. Not what she intended. So that'll go for a goal kick. So rare shot there by the Broncos, but it does go high and wide. And Pau Pau will have to send this one back up to midfield for Cal State LA. So she sends it short instead. 50-50 ball. The Golden Eagles can't get to it, but a foul called. So a free kick for Cal State LA. So now they will be able to send it further down the field as this one's sent up ahead. Now Carbajal trying to get it up ahead. 50-50 ball, but Valdez can't get to it as the Broncos are playing that all the way out for a goal kick. So nice defending. As Hara once again will have the goal kick. So we have a sub coming in. Looks like Andrea Hernandez will come in for Cal State LA. Couple subs coming in for the Broncos. Looks like you have Vanessa Cruz, their leading scorer, coming back in along with Alexis Macias, two forwards. So Jay Mason, I guess, is not just going to sit on this lead. He's bringing in more offense, trying to add to it. As Cal State LA looking to push ahead. And now they do manage to get it back. Chip forward, William Mensa just knocked away on that through ball attempt. Now that one chipped ahead. Cal State LA trying to get it. William Mensa doing a great job. She did get it away from one defender, but chipped away, and there's too many green jerseys there as that one knocked out of play. William Mensa was all by herself down there. Did a great job of keeping possession for a moment, but just couldn't long enough. So now those subs will come in, Macias and Cruz, and then Hernandez for Cal State LA. As I mentioned, Cruz, not only 9th in the country in goals scored with 9, she's 13th in points with 19 points. She's the reigning CCAA Offensive Player of the Week. She hasn't. We haven't heard much from her in this match, but the Broncos haven't needed it so far, as they got a goal from Liberty Ortiz instead to get their 1-0 lead. But Cruz is certainly someone the Golden Eagles are having to mark. You'd figure someone like Madonna usually takes on the other team's best forward. She may be the player that is tasked with marking Cruz here in the final 22 and a half minutes. As Uribe will put this back in. And that one out of play, so it goes off of Valdez and go with another throw-in for Cal Poly Pomona right in front of the Golden Eagle bench. Looks like a couple players are getting ready to come in for Cal State LA. So it looks like Camila Juarez along with Sofia Orozco and Raina Roman, someone we have not seen in the match. She's started every match this year, but she has really struggled. As I said the last month, she's the Golden Eagles' second leading scorer with 3 goals, but she has not had a goal in a long time. And Eric Garcia is going to go to Roman here in this spot. As that one played down. In fact, Roman hasn't scored a goal since the Cal State Dominguez Hills match at the end of September. Goalless in her last 4 matches. And this one sent forward, chance for the Broncos, centered behind one player, another one shoots, and it's in for a goal as the Broncos get a shot past one defender, and it's put in. That might have been Oper, I think, who put that into the far corner, or I should say the near corner. And that makes it 2-0 Cal Poly Pomona. And that is a crushing goal for Cal State LA. So I think that was Oprah with the goal. We'll see what the assist was. But so Cruz with the assist, thank you, on the goal by Oprah. And that makes it 2-0. So Oprah with a huge goal for Cal Poly Pomona. That's her 4th goal of the season. Ties her for second on the team. She's up to 12 points now. And with that assist, Cruz has her 2nd assist of the year. She's up to 20 points on the season, leading the team and increasing her total. So at just over 21 minutes remaining in this second half, that feels like a crushing goal for Cal State LA as the Broncos double their lead. And boy, ironically, this match right now feels very similar to the Sonoma State match, except in reverse, as it was Cal State LA that got the late first half goal against Sonoma State. And then they tacked on that second goal midway through the second half. And when they did that, you felt like Sonoma State was really, their spirits were crushed. And here it kind of feels a similar way with Cal State LA giving up that second goal to Cal Poly Pomona. It's going to be extremely difficult now in the last 20-plus minutes to try and play catch-up. As a foul here and a free kick for Juarez. So free kick here for Juarez as players line up at the edge of the 18. Another sub for the Broncos coming in here shortly as this one, edge of the box headed away. Sub will be Lizzie Northcutt, 5'2" freshman from Redlands. As that one, chipped up, grabbed by Hara. So an opportunity looked like nothing there. But Hara able to get something, or I should say, so I believe that was Valdez with that little chip there that was grabbed by Hara. So the Golden Eagles will take what they can get here as they're down now by 2. As this one played down and out of play for a Cal State LA throw in. So time ticking down here with approaching 19 minutes as Orozco will chip it up the field. And now the Golden Eagles looking to try and build their attack, but they're going the wrong way right now. As Pau will have to play it up to midfield herself. And now Cal Poly Pomona just sending it forward. As, boy, they really are on the attack. Foul now and a free kick for the Broncos. They smell blood in the water, and they're going for the kill here. So this one, will be taken on the free kick. As it'll be taken. Looks like by Ortiz. This one in the box, headed toward goal, and Pow Pow has to grab that one right at her feet. So Macias with the chance there. Pow Pow able to grab it. And now the Broncos get it once again. So this played back to Hara once again. Hara will send it up the near side. And that one just too far and out of play. She was trying to get it to Vanessa Cruz. Cal State LA having a hurry getting it back in, but they give it right away. And now Cal State LA will play it up to midfield. It's a free kick, so the Golden Eagles have an opportunity on a set piece here, but it is well out. Good 40 yards out from goal. They're going to have to send everybody forward here, even with 17.5 minutes left, to try and create an opportunity as they put it in play well behind where they could have, as they send this one down. And now headed down, opportunity just outside the box, but it's cleared away. And now Cal State LA again will try to regroup. Now chipped up. That one just goes right to Hara. Not much of a chance there, as that was well past the intended target. I believe Sofia Orozco was up there, but couldn't get to it. So again, Hara will send it forward. Of course, keep in mind, if the Golden Eagles are not able to come back in this match, they could drop into third place in the conference. As this one down one-on-one, chance there, it goes out. And it'll go for a corner kick for Cal State LA. So here's an opportunity. In fact, checking that other score, Cal State San Bernardino has a 1-0 lead over Cal State Dominguez Hills in the 53rd minute. So if Cal State San Bernardino wins that one, they would move ahead of Cal State LA. And those teams play each other on Sunday, so that'd be another huge match. It already is. As that one grabbed by Hara, as that corner goes a little too close to the keeper. As I said, Cal State Monterey Bay and Cal State San Marcos had a draw earlier, 0-0. So neither one of those teams can catch Cal State LA tonight no matter what. But the Golden Eagles could drop a spot in the standings. Depends what happens in that Dominguez Hills Cal State San Bernardino match. If that match ends in a draw, the Golden Eagles would stay in second place. But we'll see if Cal State LA can mount a rally here, as Juarez waiting for her teammates to get up there with just over 15.5 minutes remaining. So now everybody up as she takes this one, chips it to the far side, and that one's headed away nicely by the Broncos and out of danger. So now 50-50 ball. And that one goes out. And now a sub for the Broncos. So Lizzie Northcutt will come in again, 5'2" freshman from Redlands. So we saw Northcutt a little while ago. Looks like she will. She'll come into the match, and coming out will be Shell Pepper. So a couple subs to the Golden Eagles. Looks like Shelby Maylene will come back in along with Peyton Mize and Jasmine Ortiz for Cal State LA. As this one chipped up ahead. Now trying to get through. Golden Eagles get it back instead to Orozco. Now Orozco ahead. Some room here as that one deflected though and can't be kept as Hernandez is trying to hold on to it. So now that one played down. And Orozco sent it nicely to the middle. Now Hernandez over to Andalone, but can't be kept. As again, the Broncos just chip it down the field and will waste more time as we're under 14 minutes remaining. As this one played up, Cal State LA just trying to get it back. Ooh, dangerous ball there as Juarez went up high to get that one. Now Bella Anderson will just send it over to the far side, and it'll go out of play for a throw-in for Cal State LA. Now we'll see those subs. As this one, so both teams will sub here, as the Broncos will sub as well. So that's why the clock stops with 13:24 remaining, as both teams subbed on that last substitution. So now play back underway. So number 35, Carissa Raygosa, comes in for Cal State LA as well. 5'2" junior from Downey. So Raygosa getting a rare opportunity here, as Golden Eagles trying to get possession. So now the Broncos on the far side with the throw-in, and that one played back. And Cal Poly Pomona again just keeping it away from the pressure of Cal State LA. As this one played up to midfield. Now the Broncos with a chance here. Peyton Mize trying to get it back. And instead the Broncos still have it. Crossed in, headed away. And now Cal State LA finally gets possession back, as lost in the feet there. And couldn't be handled. Now a chance for the Broncos, as Pau able to grab that. Boy, what an opportunity there Cal Poly Pomona could have had off that turnover. Player for Cal State LA just lost it in her feet and lost possession. That turnover almost led to another Broncos goal, as this one played up the near side. Now from well outside the box, that one just over the bar. Vanessa Cruz with that one. And boy, that was a cruise missile, if you will, and went just over the bar, as Pau was there but couldn't reach that one. And she'll put this back in play. Up to midfield. Now trying to play it in. And Raygosa can't hang on to it, as she heads it over to the far side. Nobody there. As she puts pressure on. Now the Broncos again will play it forward. Cal State LA trying to get it back. As I believe, see if that's a foul and a free kick, or no, it's just a throw-in. So just a throw-in at midfield. This one played ahead. Maylene gets over to the near side. And now this one chipped forward. Chance on the turn here, but again, going the wrong way is Maylene. As Mize sends it up ahead. Let's see if the player's onside. Opportunity here, as that one crossed to the box. And in for goal! The Eagles go! Raygosa, I believe, on the far side, got a head on it on the nice cross, and Cal State LA gets back in the match. It's 2-1. So that big goal there gets the Golden Eagles some hope here with just under 10 minutes remaining. So we believe the goal was by Raygosa, and the assist to Andrea Hernandez on that beautiful cross. If it is, it's Raygosa. Yes, it is. Her first goal and her first points as a Golden Eagle. And Hernandez with her second assist of the season. So Raygosa picked a good time. Get her first goal as a Golden Eagle. Makes it 2-1. So that puts more pressure now on Cal Poly Pomona. So Ragosa, the junior from Downey, the transfer from Cypress College, where she was there 2 years, had 20 goals, 45 points at Cypress College from Warren High School. And she gets that goal to make it 2-1. So the Golden Eagles will not be shut out here as they get that goal. And now they will be pushing for the equalizer as that one out. Now it looks like the Broncos will bring in Vaipulu coming back in. As this one played down, Golden Eagles trying to get possession back, and Orozco steps up nicely to get it. Now up ahead, looking to play it down the field again for Hernandez, but that one just cleared away. And that one cleared out for a throw-in. So Cal State LA having a hurry here. Of course, the clock will stop with that sub for the Broncos when that player comes in, Vaipulu. So now a turn here. So Ortiz gets it over to Hernandez. Hernandez on the far side. Now trying to make a move, Madano. Madano sends it through. That one just cleared away. Now Juarez sends it to the middle, but not enough on it. And it's cleared away. Back toward the defensive end as Orozco has to play it to herself and head it back down. As Cal State LA trying to get back, but the Broncos gain possession and get it back to Hara. Hara will send it down to midfield as Cruz quickly gets it ahead. Orozco trying to get it away for Cal State LA. Now the foul is called as so a free kick for Cal Poly Pomona with exactly 8 minutes remaining. So the sub waiting to come in here as the free kick will be taken here by Ortiz. So Ortiz with the free kick sends it short instead down the near side to Northcutt. Northcutt centers it, but it's headed out easily by Cal State LA. As this one will be played all the way out for a goal kick. So now that sub will come in. As coming in for the Broncos will be Vaipulu. Now put back down in play as the Golden Eagles trying to hold on to possession. Broncos pressuring here. And it'll go out for a throw-in. So throw in here on the far side as the Broncos is with possession here on their offensive end as time ticks down towards 7 minutes remaining in the second half. Now a center there is blocked away and will go out for another throw-in for Cal Poly Pomona. So now Broncos looking to cross it. Instead, they'll play it back smartly. They're just going to run more time down. They're not looking to take an unnecessary chance. Now on the far side, again, Cal Poly Pomona playing keep away as Cal State LA in pursuit, trying to get possession back. As they'll play it all the way back to Hara. And Cal State LA will have to go down the field to get it from her. As she sends it down. 50-50 ball. Golden Eagles look like they were going to get it, but the Broncos able to get possession. As looks like Jacqueline Marine is going to come back in for Cal State LA. As the Broncos still have it. Of course, you see the Cal State LA men coming down to the track here. Their match will be coming up later on, right after 7 o'clock. Make sure you join us for that one. That's another battle for first place between two of the top teams in the West region. Number 2 Cal State LA and number 17 Cal Poly Pomona. That should be a great defensive, thrilling match. So make sure you join me for that one here on Flow Sports. As that one played down, Cal State LA gaining possession. And they play it back to midfield. So this one played down and on the far side. So now Marine will come in.
Don't shake it. Noted, thank you. It doesn't flow.
So players waiting here.
One on the table, isn't there?
As while this substitution happens, the time runs down. As this one put in play, under 5 minutes remaining. Cal State LA having possession, now losing it.
Alrighty.
As this one played down the field.
4.5 minutes left in the game.
And now Golden Eagles take it away nicely. Oh, momentarily, that was a nice play. But Juarez couldn't hold on to it. As now the Broncos, good slide tackle there. Nice play by Ortiz. And a foul called as Palpau's run into. That was a great slide tackle by Ortiz. Get possession away from the Broncos. As this one quickly sent down the field to the far side. As there was room to move up, and now it's taken away. As that one played off a Broncos player. As now the Broncos just playing keep it away. They get it back to Hara. Up ahead, Cal State LA with a chance now. 50-50 ball, but they can't get to it. Now the Golden Eagles do get it, but it's played out for a throw-in. So Cal State LA does have it on their side of the field with 3.5 minutes remaining in this second half. They've got to push everybody forward now. So now Dillon looking to throw it into the box. Heads it down, and it is grabbed by Hara, so nothing comes of that chance. So Hara will play this one down, take her time as we're under 3 minutes. As now Cal State will have to chase this down as it'll go out of play for a throw-in on the far side. But the Golden Eagles have a long ways to go. So Cal State will put this quickly back in play. No time to waste. As that one now played amongst the back line. And now turned over. Boy, an errant pass there. Now another chance for Cal Poly Pomona. So the Golden Eagles are sloppy right now with their passing. And that one out of play for a throw-in. And this one played ahead. So Cal State trying to hurry things, and that one turned over as that's thrown out of play. So no doubt Cal State feeling the pressure here as they're trying to rush upfield. And in doing that, they're giving possession back to the Broncos time and again. As they have not had much of it since they scored that first goal. They had about 10.5 minutes left, and they have just not been able to get the ball back for the most part since then. As this one played out and finally will go for a goal kick. So they will be able to send this one down the field as we are under 1:40 remaining in the second half. So time has quickly gone down as Presley Dillon has to wait for it to come to her. Nice move there to get around the defender. And that one cleared out of midfield. So that'll be a throw-in as Dillon quickly gets it ahead toward Ortiz. Ortiz trying to head it forward. She can't. Nice play there. Cal State will gain possession and send it back as Orozco sends it down, but too far, and it goes right to Hara. So not what needed to happen there. Orozco could have took her time there and built it forward, but instead that hurried centering attempt gets grabbed by Hara, and more time will tick away as we're under a minute remaining. So now up to midfield. That one headed all the way down to Pau Pau, who will have to hurry and send it down to her back line here. So now they chip it down the field, looking for the offensive player, but they can't get it. It's a throw-in as Presley Dillon will have to wait for everybody to get forward with 30 seconds remaining. So now time ticking down. This will be it for Cal State LA. Everybody is down the field as Dillon gets it into the box. It's headed and cleared away. Going to get it. Dillon has it again, but she whiffs on the attempt on the shot. Cleared down the field as we're under 10 seconds. Now Orozco will have to send it toward goal. This one goes in. It's headed away. 50-50 ball at the final seconds as it's up in the air, and that is it. The time runs out, and Cal State LA unfortunately runs out of time as they drop a tough one to number 2 Cal Poly Pomona by a score of 2-1. So the Golden Eagles with a valiant effort there at the end to make it a game as they got within one, but that second goal, that insurance marker by the Broncos, turned out to be the difference after all, as Cal State LA will fall in this one, suffer their second straight conference loss, both here at home. So the Golden Eagles fall to 6-2-3 on the year, 3-2 in conference play. Cal Poly Pomona stays unbeaten. They improved to 11-0-1 and 4-0-1 in conference. The Broncos move up to 13 points. Cal State LA stays at 9. And depending on what happens in that other game, right now it's 1-0 Cal State San Bernardino in the 71st minute. If the Coyotes win that game, they would move into second place, and Cal State LA would move into third. They are 4 points behind the Broncos. They would be a point behind Cal State San Bernardino going into that match on Sunday when they play the Coyotes. So that could be a very big match as well. It will be anyway, but it'll be even bigger if the Golden Eagles trail Cal State San Bernardino going into that Sunday match. Look at the final stats. The Broncos had a 12-9 edge in shots, a 6-5 edge in shots on goal. Cal State LA had a 5-1 edge in corner kicks. The only offside was against Cal State LA. 9 fouls called on the Broncos, and only 6 on the Golden Eagles. And 4 saves for Tasia Pau in defeat. 4 saves also, though, for Bella Hara. Hara had some big stops to lead her team to victory. A couple of saves in front on chances for Cal State LA. The Golden Eagles didn't have a lot of chances, but they had a few good ones, especially in that second half. Just couldn't convert. And, of course, no cards in the match. The goal scorers in the first half, Liberty Ortiz in the 43rd minute from Jacqueline Cuevas and Angelina Rivas. And the 69th minute, Tara Oper with the shot that was the insurance goal, assisted by Vanessa Cruz. That turned out to be the difference because in the 80th minute, Carissa Raygosa scored her first goal as the Golden Eagle, assisted by Andrea Hernandez. But it was not enough as Cal State LA falls in this one 2-1. And we'll have to move on to a road match on Sunday before they take on Cal State East Bay next Friday. That'll be our next game, women's match here on Flow Sports next Friday at 4:30 when the Golden Eagles take on Cal State East Bay. But stick around for the men's match. I will have that match for you. That match looks like it will start, I'd say, around 7:10, so I'll probably be back just after 7 o'clock to get you set for that one. Till then, this is Michael Nemitz. Cal State LA drops a tough one to number 2 Cal Poly Pomona by a score of 2-1. I will see you in a little over half an hour here on Flow Sports.